Hey everyone, it's Deanne Castro, Creative Memories Advisor in Bakersfield, California. And today I'm going to show you something a little different than what I've been showing you. Excuse me, my voice is a little raspy tonight. I've been showing you a bunch of borders, which I love doing borders. And this idea I got from Creative Cafe International Weekend. Lenita Medina had shown us how to make these. And so I've adjusted them a little bit um, to update the papers and stuff like that. Um, so let me show them to you. Okay, so what this is, these are 4 different ovals. They're 2 different colors, and I just layered them on top of each other. Then I added another oval on the back and added some embellishments. Isn't that pretty? I love this. Then this is also something she called a window square, something like that. I can't remember what she called it. But this was so much fun too. So I'm going to show you how to make this. These are just larger embellishments that you can add to your pages. Um, and then this was something I just kind of threw together from the leftover ovals that I had from making these right here. So this is the graduation paper that I used that unfortunately is now sold out. So tonight I'm actually going to be showing you how to make these with our silver and gold paper pack. Has a lot of the other really pretty colors and silver and gold type of things that goes with the stickers and the Congrats Grad stickers and the Congrats Grad embellishments that are still available on the website. Okay, so let me move these out of the way and I'll show you how I put these together. Okay, so this is the first piece of paper that I'm going to use. I'm actually going to use 4 different colors out of that paper pack. So I'm going to use the smallest oval out of our oval patterns. There's 4. This is the smallest one. It does say on here 3 by 3 7/8. So I'm going to first use the green blade, and I'm going to cut this on the outside of this pattern. Now, for those of you who haven't used these patterns before, these are amazing. They give you perfect ovals pretty much all the time, unless you happen to make a mistake. There's no knobs on these blades. And if you can see this green and the red blades, when I line up those little knobs, the red blade is closer to those knobs than the green one is. There's also a blue blade, which goes out a little bit further than the green blade does. What that does is it gives you 3 different cuts on the outside of all these patterns and on the inside of all these patterns. And what you want to do is put these knobs in the groove. So if you want to cut on the outside, you put them in the groove here and go cut around the pattern. Now you want to make sure you don't have one knob in and one knob out. If you do that, it's just going to scrape your photo or it's just going to scrape your paper. So you need to make sure both those knobs are in the groove, either on the outside or on the inside. Okay? So I'm going to start with a green blade and I'm going to put those knobs right in there in that groove. And I'm going to press down, not really hard, but hard enough where you can feel it cutting through the paper. And I'm just going to take my time because I want to make sure it gets cut all the way around. And then when I get done, I can move this paper and make sure it's cut all the way through, which it is. So I'll move it out of the way. But I don't want to take my hand off of this because I'm going to want to cut it again in the exact same spot using the red blade. And that will give us a little sliver of an oval to be able to use on the embellishment that we're going to be putting on the page. Okay, so see how the paper moved when I got all the way to the end? That way I knew it was cut all the way around. If it doesn't do that, go back around and cut the areas where it didn't get cut through the paper all the way without moving your hand. Because if you lift this up and try to put it back on there, it is really difficult to match. Okay, so there's one of the ovals. And I'm going to do that same thing with 4 different colors of this paper. Okay, so I'm going to move it close to the edge so that I make sure I'm going to use the 12 by 12 side up to save paper. I'm going to move it as close to the end as I can. Make sure it doesn't go off the edges. And I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to cut with the green blade. Okay, it's moved. It's cut all the way through. I'm not going to lift my hand off it. And then I'm going to cut with the red blade. And these blades, you can go either way. You can go clockwise or counterclockwise, whichever one is comfortable for you. Okay, now that didn't move. So I'm going to try to lift it with my multi-purpose tool and make sure it's cut all the way around, which it is. Okay, and there's the other extra oval. So I'm going to use this black paper. And again, you want to use the blade that cuts furthest out first. The red one that cuts as close into the pattern as possible. Then it's going to be really hard to cut that using the green blade. So always use the one that cuts furthest out. Let's see there, I missed a spot. So I want to make sure I go all the way back around again. I can lift that off. Okay. There's the green blade and now the red blade. And take your time. You don't need to be in a hurry doing this because these blades can wobble a little bit on you and you'll end up not cutting it exactly how you'd like. Okay, now when I saw it move, it popped up when I did that. Okay, and I have one more left to cut. This zigzag paper, I love this, it's so pretty. Lots of colors. Okay, green blade first. Moves all the way around. Next, the red blade. Okay, so I've got all 4 of those cut. Now I'm going to adhere them together. So I'm going to lay one of them down. The other one, I'm going to go crosswise on here. Okay. I'm going to do the same thing with these 2. Like this. And then I'm going to set it on here to get those patterns going every which way. So let me show you here. And see how that works? And you can just kind of play with it to see if it gets to where you'd like it to look. So when I usually alternate the various colors, so I'm going to start with this one, and I'm going to use this silicone mat here. And then I'm going to use the black one on top of that. So I'm going to set it straight across, make it as even as I can, just kind of eyeball it. And then I'm going to use the repositionable adhesive on the spots where the paper crosses each other. And we got one more section here to get. Okay, that's all you need right there. If you've got extra, you can rub it off the paper as you go. And I'm going to add this one. About right there. Okay. This is there. This is here. This is there. And then okay, and the last one then I'm going to cross the other way. So it's going to go this way. And then adhere it down. Okay, and that's done. Isn't that cool? Doesn't it look fun? Okay, then so you can add your embellishments on it. You can choose one of these ovals to put behind it. And let's see. I think I'm going to use like these embellishments. And I want them to stand out. So the black's not going to work. So that would work. The white one would be pretty. And I actually like that one too. But I think it stands out better on the white one. So I'm going to put the white one underneath here. And then adhere it to the other 4 ovals that I just did. Okay, then you can add the embellishments in it. Congratulations. I'm going to offset that just a little bit and add this to it. You did it! Yay! Okay, what do you guys think about that? That one's all done. Isn't that great? Oh, I got that over too far. Let me move off the letters a little bit. There we go. Okay. Next, we're going to do this one. And this, I just took the ovals and just kind of laid them right on top of each other. I like that. No rhyme or reason, just however you'd like it on there. You can adjust them to the different colors being in the different areas. And then I just put some adhesive. Okay, just like that. Now we can add a few embellishments on this. Let's see. Graduation present. College graduation. Make a toast. Something like that there. Put that over here. And this. There. That looks better. Well, let's see. Maybe I've got some stickers that I like too. How about onward and upward? I like that better. So we'll do onward and upward. Put this on there. Using the repositionable on here in case I decide I don't like it there. And I don't like these hearts there either. So let's do no, that doesn't stand out. We're gonna use that on the square. Here, we'll do varsity. How's that? So now you've got one other thing you can add to your page. And then the last one is the square. So what you want to start with is a 4-inch square. And you can go back to the same colors that you had just used to cut those ovals. I think I'm going to make this one the 4-inch square. Okay. So I've got the 4-inch. Now I need one that is 3 3/4. So let's try this one with the 3 3/4. And you may have to play with this to get the colors that you like as you go along. And I think I want a little bit more of these stars showing. So I'm going to do it this way, 3 3/4. Okay. I think that looks good. Okay, so I'm going to adhere this down to that square. So just center it on there as best as you can. You can just eyeball it, or you can measure it if you want. I usually just eyeball them. Okay, and now we need one more square. It's going to be 3 1/4 by 3 1/4. So the first one was 4 inches. The second square was 3 3/4 inches. And then the last square is 3 1/4. Now the reason that's just not the 1/4 inch down from the 3 3/4 to make it 3 1/2 is because you're going to cut it in half or cut it into 4 little squares once you get all the stickers and stuff on it that you like. Okay, so move that out of the way for now. So just add some random stickers. We'll do book smart. We'll do cap. We'll do the world. And hasta la vista. Okay, so there's just some random stickers on there. I'm going to put a few other little ones here just because they're on here and I'd like to use them up. Some little stars. Okay, now I'm over here. Okay, now we're gonna bring our trimmer back and we're gonna center this on the trimmer. And since this is 3 3/4, it's gonna be a little difficult to line it up to some lines because it's just kind of, um, it's not gonna be an exact measurement. So I'm going to make it a little bit bigger than 1.5 on each side. So what I'm gonna do, if you can see this, is I'm gonna put it right in between these two lines right here. Okay, so let me look at that measurement and I can tell you what that is. So right in between there's this. So it's actually and 1 and 5/8. So it'll end up being 1 and 5/8 on each side. Okay, and that'll be half. And just cut it. And then you can do the same thing with this one. 1 and 5/8, 1 and 5/8. Okay, so I got it there. And 1 and 5/8 on each side. Okay, now we're going to set these over here. Bring the square back over. And then just kind of eyeball it where these are going to be separated. Kind of like this. Does that make sense? Can you guys see that? Doesn't that look cool? Doesn't it look like a window pane? I love this idea. Okay, so then you can take one piece off at a time, put your adhesive on it, line it back up on there. Okay, and do that with all 4 pieces. I don't think that one's quite straight. Take it off and redo it. Okay, those are all on there. They look super cool. And then you might want one more sticker or embellishment to add on there. That one's kind of big. Let's see. There we go. And sometimes it's nice if you use some foam squares. So that's what I'm going to do with this piece is just put it up on foam squares. It already has foam squares on it in one section, but it just gives it a little bit of an extra dimension to put that on there. Okay, if you guys like what I've been doing here today, you can check out these products. If you don't already have an advisor, feel free to go onto my website and peruse these products. You can purchase them right online and make as many of these as you like with whatever papers that you like and everything like that. See, isn't that cool? It's a little crooked, but you know what I mean. Okay. So, but like I said, if you already have an advisor, make sure that you get a hold of her and that you um, tell her that you saw some ideas that you really liked and you'd like to be able to purchase the products to make them. Okay. Or use whatever you have at home. If you've got the oval patterns, it's so much fun to make these. So here, if we put this on one of the papers and see what it would look like on a page. Okay, so you can have like that up there, maybe this down here, and add a few 4x6 photos. And you've got your page all done. Let me take that off so you can see the rest of it. What do you think? Let me know if you guys like these, because I had so much fun with these. Okay, so, and here's the other ones that I made. Add these however you'd like. Make it a 2-page spread, definitely. So I'm sure you're going to have several graduation pictures. And then just because for me, it's still National Scrapbook Day season, I had to throw in the National Scrapbook Day papers. So here you go for National Scrapbook Day. Aren't those pretty? I just love those. And I also had made these quite a while ago. I even had a Christmas one, even using the Endless Meadows paper, and I used a different size pattern on the inside and cut it to make these windows. So you guys, there's all kinds of different things you can do with these. So thanks for watching, and I look forward to doing my next video with you guys. Talk to you later. Bye.